Begin transition.
Which of your stories would you most like to see on the big screen?
Beats the heck out of me. It was In Constant Moon once upon a time, and that's the one that succeeded. That became a Outer Limits episode. Other than that, everything I've written would make a great movie. Trust me.
And oftentimes, you don't see a writer even coming to fruition until it's, like Philip K. Dick, he didn't even get the opportunity to see his work.
Philip K. Dick and Robert Heinlein. Robert got Destination Moon made, but aside from that, neither of these guys became popular until they were dead. Walt Disney did a movie with a living author and found her to be a prima donna, and afterwards said, "We're not from now on. We work only with dead authors. They don't get in the way." I think a lot of Hollywood thinks like that. Why do I think that is? There's it's in Hollywood, making a movie is an involuntary collaboration with a whole lot of people you may not like. It's always going to be that way. One person to date can't make a movie. When the technology gets good enough, we'll be making our own cartoons. It'll be wonderful. It'll be wonderful, except that a lot of them will be dreck. But for the moment, it's all involuntary collaborations. Making a movie costs more with every person you add to the mix. Gets more complicated with every person you add to the mix. The last thing you need is an author.
Which of your novels would you most recommend for a young person or adult that hasn't read your work before? And could you give that person a glimpse of what they're in for, or say why you'd recommend it?
Sure. Anyone who hasn't read any science fiction, I would give him Lucifer's Hammer. Anyone who has read a lot of science fiction, but none of mine, I'd give him Lucifer. I'd give him either A Mote in God's Eye or Ringworld. An anthropologist, I'd give him Achilles' Choice. A bodybuilder, I'd give him Achilles' Choice.
What novel would you rewrite if you had the opportunity if you had unlimited time and opportunity?
Unlimited time and opportunity. I guess I'd take another whack at A Mote in God's Eye. Maybe I'd upgrade the planets. We know more about them now. Maybe I'd extend the tour of the solar system. Certainly, I'd give more detail on Larry Greenberg, the main character. Get to know him before you hit him with Crandall's mind.
What contribution to science fiction would you like to make that you haven't made yet?
There are a few stories hanging in the balance. I'd like to write the tale of Valdemar the 11th ruler, the 11th in a succession of rulers of the earth, who rediscovers space travel and takes the solar system. It's come to look too much like you can't take the solar system with a democracy.
What will science fiction be like, do you think, after First Contact, when aliens from another world in real life come to Earth? So what's that going to mean for us?
No way to tell. First Contact changes everything. All the rules we knew become guesswork. It's always been guesswork.
Do you think that would diminish the role of science fiction at that point, or do you think it would still hold the sway that it does now?
I think you'd get the threat team from Footfall. I think what the government would gather as many science fiction writers as they could get them to do the speculating and the contact.
Have you ever had experience with that and helping the government and speculating? You can talk
Sure.
about that?
There's an outfit that calls itself Sigma, and it's science fiction writers who are willing to work for the government in a threat estimate capacity.
What would you personally do with your writing?
I would stop writing and try to find out what they were like.
This is Larry Niven, and we're here at Shevacon in Roanoke, Virginia, and thank you for your time.
Pleasure.
End transmission.